Howdy folks, it's Meandering Mike, the Man Cave of Menace. It's the middle of the evening, and oh, down here in the little corner, see me over here? This is our continuing coverage of the Charles S. Roberts Awards for 2023 nominees in various categories, etc. Last time we said we were going to cover another period award, which we said is going to be the gunpowder industrial era, and in which there's 6 nominees, and unfortunately one of those games did not arrive in time, and I really want to have unboxings available for all the games that we're covering in a particular topic, if at all possible. So we're going to delay this one. Hopefully the game will arrive by next week. So we are going to replace this category with another one. We'll get to that. So we also mentioned last time that we're going to do one of the mode awards. We said we're going to do the hypothetical game award category. And for that, there are 3 nominees. And I mentioned this last time. I really think there should be 5. I believe that fantasy and science fiction qualify. They're not explicitly excluded, even though they're not explicitly included. There had been categories in the past, either separate categories or together or along with other hypotheticals. So be that what it is, I'm not bashing the words or the board or the nominating, but I think there's a little missing piece of definition here and the process that this award is another example of one that should have a full 5 nominees. But that being said, let's just move forward. So the 3 nominees are Littoral Commander, published by the Dietz Foundation. Designer is Sebastian Bay. And we have Red Strike. This is from VUCA Simulations. Designer Yves Rattel. This is Cold War Gone Hot, set in 1989, sorry. And the third one is Battle for the Balkans. This is the second episode of the Doomsday Product. This is Compass Games. Adam Starkweather is the designer. So we're now going to discuss what the Capstone Awards are. Capstones being peaks or pinnacles of progress, achievement, excellence, etc. The first of such is Outstanding Presentation. Now, this seems like this could have been a mode award. However, this is now titled the Redmond A. Simonson Memorial Award for Outstanding Presentation. So it's a special named award. So I get why they put this in the Capstone Awards. So this is for the games exhibiting excellence in all aspects of presentation, including quality of rules, packaging, art, components, physical systems design, playing surface, and visual interface. So let's go on to the next of the 4 Capstone Awards. And this is the James F. Dunnigan Award for Playability Design, another named category. This is for a designer, not a game, designer who has, through excellence of design, had the most positive impact on playability and elegance in the field of conflict simulations. Now, this doesn't say that the designers that are nominated have to have released a title in this year. This is sort of like a Hall of Fame award, and so they don't have to have any design out there currently, even though you might expect that to be the case. It's not listed as a requirement. Right now, we're not going to cover this. We're only covering game categories, so we're crossing that off the list. And the next one is another named one, Chad Jensen Memorial Breakthrough Designer Award, kind of like Rookie of the Year. However, this is for a new designer or design team whose first or second game was released in the awards year. So unlike the previous one, this one definitely has a requirement for you need to have a title in the award year, your first or second game. So you got a 2-year rookie season instead of just one. And who best exemplifies emerging excellence in design and who has not previously received this award. Okay, we're not going to cover this one either, so that's scratched out. And the last one, the pinnacle, the capstone of capstones, is the Charles S. Roberts Award Game of the Year. This is for the game that best exhibits the highest standards of excellence in design and execution. That's very important. Uh, we'll discuss that more in our next video next week, because we will cover this category then, sort of as a capstone of our coverage. And I would say that maybe there's a little controversial in that maybe at least one of the titles probably shouldn't be on the list, shouldn't have been nominated, because I don't think it met the standard. But that's my opinion. But we'll look at that later. So what I'm going to cover right now, I'm going to cover one of these, and it's obviously not the Charles S. Roberts Award, and I'm not covering the 2 So yes, that leaves us with the Outstanding Performance Award. So what are the nominees? There's 4. Okay, I don't sound like a broken record, but I think there's a problem with the process. Every game out there has a presentation, and there's no requirement for this award other than being a game that released in the award year, and it's a new game. So every single game potentially could have been a nominee for this. And if you're trying to select 5 nominees to fill a category, this obviously should have been full. Your process should not fall short. You should be able to fill the category. So enough on that. So there's only 4 this year, and they are Fighters of the Pacific, and I'm not going to mention designers because this is about presentation. So I'm going to mention the artists. So Fighters of the Pacific, Alexandre Bonvalot and Antoine Schindler. The next game up is Freezing Inferno. Artists Yelena Pievik and Wojciech Zalewski. I hope I did justice to the name pronunciations there. Next up is Red Strike, artist Pablo Bazarque. Now, yes, this was up for our hypothetical. Games can be in multiple categories. The only exception is a game cannot be in more than one period award. It has to fit in one period or the other, period. So that's okay. I'll cover next week's video some other mentions of games that managed to get in multiple awards. We'll sort of like highlight those. And the last one on the list here is Undaunted Battle of Britain, the artist being Roland McDonald. All right, so that's our 4 contestants, the 4 nominees for Outstanding Presentation. I have all of these unboxed and out on my channel. They're all available for your viewing if you wish to see unboxing of these. Now, do note that the unboxing that I did of Undaunted Britain was a compare and contrast video that has 2 games that I was showing by the design team pair. So the unboxing is not focusing on the presentation per se. And all these unboxings are focusing on the games as a whole, and the 2 most recent ones I did are focusing a little bit on the presentation, in that in filming them I realized they were nominated for this category. But the previous 2, Red Strike and Undaunted Britain, are not focusing on the presentation as such, not even mentioned in their thing. So there's a little note there. So what am I going to do next? We mentioned the Gunpowder Industrial. We will do that if the game comes, and I can finish the unboxings for these. If it doesn't come, I may go ahead and do the category anyway, or I'm going to try to do maybe 1 or 2 additional, or instead periods. World War I era to cover, medieval era. There's no way I can cover all these awards before the end, when the voting comes up on May 13th. That's the end of the voting. And I think I mentioned elsewhere, I will try to continue coverage even after that, just so people that are interested in the topics, and even though it won't necessarily inform their vote, it can still help them decide which games that they want to get, which games that have been recognized in that. So we will do that. Also, I want to cover another mode award next week. So I'd like to do the solitaire or co-op game category, which has 4 nominees in that. So I want to thank you all. This has been a Meandering Mike production of my continued discussions on the Charles S. Roberts Awards for 2023. There will be one more video of this nature coming next week, and like I said, I'll cram in as many unboxings as I can, cover as many award categories as I can, and I'll continue to cover those afterwards. But so to all you folks that have been watching, thank you for being a viewer. Hopefully that you'll subscribe and turn your notifications on and like and comment and all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. My channel is not monetized, but someday I'd like to be, and I could use the funds to get better equipment, lighting. I'd like to get a sort of a steady overhead cam and things like that, and potentially buy more games that I can cover, whether it's, again, unboxings, how to plays, playthroughs, all that, the compare and contrast the things that I do on my channel. So again, thank you all for supporting the channel. Take care all, and ciao.